The annals of Roman history are punctuated by formidable adversaries, yet few captivate the imagination like Zenobia, Queen of Palmyra. Her epic, often titled The Queen Who Challenged Rome. Zenobia's Defiance is not merely a tale of rebellion, but a profound narrative of ambition, intellect, and audacious statecraft. This article delves deeper into the story of Queen Zenobia, exploring the rich tapestry of Queen Zenobia of Palmyra facts and accomplishments, and examining why this remarkable Syrian Queen Zenobia of Palmyra remains an enduring historical icon. The precise details of Zenobia's birth, around 240 AD, remain somewhat elusive, though her full name, Julia Aurelia Septimia Zenobia, suggests a lineage connected to Roman citizenship, likely through an ancestor who received it from Emperor Septimius Severus. She was a product of the vibrant and wealthy Palmyra ancient city, a strategic oasis on the Silk Road. Zenobia Palmyra was her crucible, a cosmopolitan center where cultures, languages, and ideas converged. Well-educated, Zenobia was reportedly fluent in Greek, Aramaic, Egyptian, and Latin, and possessed a keen understanding of history. She claimed descent from the Cleopatras of Egypt and Dido of Carthage. Claims that, while perhaps embellished for political effect, underscored her regal bearing and ambition, contributing to the legend of Zenobia. Regarding Zenobia religion, Palmyra itself was a syncretic hub, worshipping local deities like Bel and Yahweh alongside Greco-Roman gods. Zenobia herself was known for her intellectual curiosity and religious tolerance, even patronizing the Neoplatonist philosopher Cassius Longinus and, by some accounts, showing favor to Christian thinkers like Paul of Samosata, fostering a diverse intellectual climate. Her rise to prominence accelerated following the assassination of her husband, Odenathus, in 267 AD. Odenathus, a Palmyrene noble, had been a crucial Roman ally, earning titles like Corrector Totius Orientis, is corrector of all the East for his victories against the Sasanian Persians. With his death, the Queen Zenobia stepped into the power vacuum, initially as regent for their young son, the Balathus. But warrior Queen Zenobia was no mere caretaker. Ambitious and politically astute, Zenobia the Warrior Queen saw an opportunity in Rome's ongoing crisis of the 3rd century, a period of internal strife and external threats. Initially, she maintained a facade of loyalty to Rome, even minting coins with Vobelthus's image alongside that of Emperor Aurelian. However, her ambitions soon became clear. The most audacious of Queen Zenobia of Palmyra facts and accomplishments was when Queen Zenobia of Palmyra conquered Egypt in 270 AD. This was a masterstroke. Conquered Egypt, Queen Zenobia of Palmyra secured a vital source of grain and immense press. The Roman prefect of Egypt, Tinagenoprobus, attempted to resist but was defeated and killed, cementing Palmyrene control. Her forces, under generals like Zabdas, also annexed much of Anatolia, modern-day Turkey. The narrative of how conquered Egypt and challenged Rome Queen Zenobia of Palmyra was unfolding rapidly. For a critical period, the Syrian Queen Zenobia of Palmyra conquered Egypt and effectively carved out an end. Her Zenobia country stretched from Insira to Alexandria. This direct Queen Zenobia attack on Roman sovereignty and resources could not be ignored. This expansion inevitably triggered Zenobia vs. the Romans. Emperor Aurelian, a seasoned military commander dedicated to restoring Roman unity, could not tolerate such a breakaway state. After securing the western frontiers, Aurelian marched east in 272 AD. The ensuing conflict, sometimes imagined in scenarios like total war Aurelian-Zenobia, saw fierce battles. Palmyrene forces, known for their heavy cataphract cavalry and skilled archers, met the Roman legions at Emei, and later despite valiant resistance, Roman military discipline and Aurelian strategic acumen prevailed. Palmyra itself was besieged. Zenobia, queen of this defiant empire, attempted to flee eastward to seek Sasanian aid, but was captured near the Euphrates River. Palmyra subsequently surrendered. The fate of Queen Zenobia after her capture is a subject of some historical debate, impacting considerations of Zenobia death. Some ancient sources suggest she starved herself or died of illness. However, the most widely accepted account, and part of what makes Aurelian Queen Zenobia's story so compelling, is that she was brought to Rome, Aurelian, after quelling a second Palmyrene revolt with greater severity, celebrated a magnificent triumph in Rome in 274 AD, in which Zenobia, adorned in jewels and reportedly bound by golden chains, was regarding how old was Zenobia when she died. If she lived out her days in a Roman villa, as some accounts suggest, she would have been in her early to mid-30s at the time of her capture. Historians like Zosimus suggest she was granted a villa in Tibur, modern Tivoli, married a Roman senator, and lived out her days as a Roman matron, her children integrating into Roman nobility. If this is accurate, she would have died years later, but the exact age remains unknown. Why is Zenobia important in history? Her story, sometimes framed as how the dark horse Queen Zenobia conquers, at least initially, against regional rivals and a distracted Rome, resonates deeply. Zenobia of Palmyra symbolizes courageous resistance against overwhelming imperial power, female leadership in a predominantly patriarchal ancient world, and a brilliant, albeit brief, assertion of Eastern autonomy. The Queen Zenobia became an inspirational figure, particularly for Syrian Zenobia, meaning Syrians and others in the region who see Zenobia as a figure of national pride and strength, and has been reinterpreted through ages as a symbol of anti-colonial struggle. Her defiance, even in ultimate defeat, cemented her legacy as Zenobia, Queen of Palmyra, a true queen of Zenobia's self-made empire. Though her empire was short-lived, the echo of Queen Zenobia's challenge to Roman might has resounded through centuries. The story of Queen Zenobia of Palmyra, the Septimia Zenobia, who dared to dream of an Eastern empire, remains a compelling testament to the dynamic individuals who shaped the ancient world and whose defiance continues to inspire.